And the ball rolls in the desert. It's the Italian champions, Milan, against the Coppa Italia holders, Inter, in the second ever Super Copa meeting between these.
Stretcher, he's just behind Lionel Messi. This is very much within his range.
Three-man wall for Tatarushanu. It is Hakan Çalhanoğlu against the wall. Bastoni not able to latch on and sent away by Olivier Giroud. Think on that cross. Settled by Lautaro Martinez. Barella. Dzeko. Dzeko, a hopeful hit.
In front of the back line, Tonali's allowed to get forward and contribute into the final third a bit more often.
It's knocked down for Darmian, who has been preferred over Denzel Dumfries at that right wing back spot of late. It's a lovely ball for Barella, who's in behind. It's loose for Di Marco! Less than 10 minutes gone. And it's Inter who draw first blood. Federico Di Marco arriving as that late run into the area at the back post. And he pummels it into the back of the net. Serie A's best defense a season ago en route to the Scudetto suddenly looks as though it's built on popsicle sticks.
Really terrible defense once again. Tomori not reacting. Barella's kept in line. Credit Dzeko. That first-time layoff was spectacular to find Barella, who's just able to find that position in between Theo and Tomori. All he has to do is square it across goal. Di Marco, as usual, with his tireless work rate, is making that run, cutting inside as the wingback. Are they looking at the offside? Was it Barella? Oh, it was razor tight.
On the build-up.
But still.
Barella getting in behind Theo Hernandez, and the question is whether he was in an offside position. Combination of Dzeko, Barella, and Di Marco. Potentially to break the deadlock.
It was such a beautifully crafted goal. You see Tomori, who was just sucked in a little bit out of his position by Edin Dzeko, who then played that quick layoff to Barella. What do you have, a Deflategate situation?
Come season. He's nailed down a spot as left-sided wing-back. His performances have also caught the eye of Roberto Mancini. He's been revitalized on the national team. And here they come looking for more. It's Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Caught out by Tomori and smartly knotted back by Calabria.
Oh, that starting from the feet of Çalhanoğlu. Didn't like what he saw down there.
Brahim Diaz absorbs the contact from Hakan. Leao against Barella. Explosive acceleration from Rafael Leao. And broken up by Darmian. Bennacer. Junior Messias against the goal scorer Di Marco. Messias to the byline, square back, and Onana with the kick. Preventing. Bit off by Giroud. It's Brahim Diaz with a burst of acceleration, and Leao is in behind. Milan in search of an equalizer. Rafael Leao! It's palmed away by Onana.
Once again, it's that combination between Brahim and Leao. Just outpaces Barella with so much ease. Look at this return pass from Brahim, who once again does well to shrug off the contact. Sometimes I feel like Brahim will go to the ground a little bit too easy when he feels a bit of contact, but shows great balance there to stay on his feet, keep his composure and awareness to pick out that pass out wide. You always know that Leao is going to make that run down that near side. And then from that position, full speed. There aren't many defenders that can keep hold of him.
Outswinger from Tonali, just beyond the reach of Tomori, and it's tracked down by Di Marco. Well, the mystery of why the ball was encased in glass has been solved. I'll tell you about that in a moment. As Hakan is on the front foot against Calabria. Çalhanoğlu curled in back post for Dzeko, closely marked by Tomori. So you saw them put the ball behind the glass. So it's an initiative from Socios.com, a blockchain-based token platform that will allow the token holders to own the game-scoring balls from today's game. Every ball will be outfitted with an NFC chip. By the 20 minutes played in Riyadh, and Milan in need of a response. It's Edin Dzeko driving the other way with Barella in the box. Edin Dzeko on his right! Oh, what a finish! Expertly taken by the veteran striker. Dzeko doubles the lead for Inter, and in the process becomes the oldest player to score in the Super Copa. Age is just a number. It's the number of goals by Edin Dzeko that's really impressed. And it's Inter 2, Milan 0.
What a run this is from Edin Dzeko. He manages to stay in line with the defense, but look at the way that he's able to turn Sandro Tonali inside out. Tonali bites on that first fake. Dzeko was faking that he was going to smash it with his left foot, cuts it back inside, and Dzeko's not the fastest player either, and he makes that look elementary. Milan's defense is all over the place once again. There's no offside trap. These runs from the Inter attackers are getting themselves into the final third far too easily. Uncharacteristically poor from Stefano Pioli's back line, and every single time that Inter make their way into the final third, they're...
Lifted in, Tatarusanu, not the most convincing punch by the Milan goalkeeper, but it did enough.
No, anytime that you rush out as a goalkeeper, you better be punching that ball well outside of your own area. And there, Tatarusanu actually punches it back out for a corner. That's...
It's headed away, but straight at Nicolo Barella on his left. Barella. It's not his preferred foot. It's another look. It was actually Dzeko. The Skriniar was there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Macias was the closest marker to Dzeko. He's never going to win that battle physically.
A 5'10" Junior Macias against a 6'4" Edin Dzeko. It's a risky ball from Tomori, turned over to Di Marco! He stings the gloves of Tatarusanu. Pressure.
Oh, but we've seen already a few of these horrible giveaways straight to an Inter player. That's just outside the box for Di Marco, who's always going to try a shot from there.
Inter allowing few avenues forward for Milan.
And it's not making Milan comfortable in getting the ball to Benasser, who so often is the one who's the metronome, getting the passes from the defense and just helping Milan build up their possession.
Theo Hernandez slotting into the middle, driving forward. A little bit of space conceded here to Rafael Leao. Difficult to hit the target from that sort of distance.
And that maybe wasn't the right decision with all the bodies forward for Milan. Probably should have just tried to curl in a cross.
Here's Leao. Benasser. The captain, Calabria, Tonali into the box. It's Tonali on his left. Still Tonali. Çalhanoğlu getting in the way. Tomori getting forward. It's Fikayo Tomori. The appeals for a handball, they went unheard. And Tomori's effort goes wide.
And maybe one of the unlikeliest figures to take that final shot on target. After Tonali seemed to create a little bit of room on his left foot. It's not his favorite foot, but right there, he just loses his footing as he's trying to wrap around that ball.
Forced to take that one extra touch.
And not the cleanest of contact there from Tomori, just shanks it well wide.
Plenty of changes needed from Rossoneri in terms of the implementation of the plan. Benasser. Theo Hernandez measures up. And always he's headed over the crossbar.
And Cherby, look at him screaming at his midfield, being a leader at the back, saying, where's the press? How are you leaving Theo Hernandez that open? He doesn't want to see a complacent Inter side coming out here in the second half. Time is needed, right?
Sort of his current manager. It's the last person that CDK wants to hear criticism from is Milan royalty like Arrigosaki. Teo Hernandez against Skriniar, squeezes the cross in, a dummy by Brahim. It's Ben Nasser who skies it over. And was Olivier Giroud just late to react?
I think Olivier Giroud expected Brahim Diaz to get a touch. Diaz was just in front. Diaz just let that ball dummy through. It was unselfish from Diaz knowing exactly where Giroud was. But the Spanish midfielder could have probably taken a touch himself and gone directly for goal.
Is MVP.
Long layoff. That's meant that Giroud has basically gotten all the minutes.
Be back later this month.
Better here.
Brahim, he'll leave it for Leao and streak into the area. It's Rafael Leao on his right. Leao! Well, it's as good a look as he has had in this contest.
Much better, crisper passing in the midfield. Leads to Milan's biggest danger man. Once again, he's finding a bit of room here. Isolated out wide on the left. Nice return ball here from Brahim. Doesn't even waste with an extra touch. Gives it right to Leao. This is where he does all of his best work, when he's one-on-one against a defender and he's able to cut inside and find a bit of room, but slightly high, and it was central right at Onana. And we've seen one better spell of possession. Ended up in that Leao shot that just went above the crossbar.
Çalhanoğlu, the return pass from Darmian. Lautaro, nearly a chance to make it 3. And Simon Kjær, 1v1 defending. Needed to win that individual. Now wearing the captain's armband. Tonali outswinger to the edge of the 6. Lautaro with a defensive header. Tonali. Teo Hernandez. It's falling there for Ben Nasser. It's straight at Onana. Only the second shot on target from Milan.
And it fell decently to Ben Nasser.
Leao. It's around Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Skriniar chasing Rafael Leao to all sorts of areas of the pitch. The desire from Dina. Game in which Giroud scored the opener for Chelsea. Finished 2-2 after extra time, and Origi scored in the shootout. The penalties. This is Teo Hernandez. Lovely slotted pass for CDK. Options to either side. He leans on Leao. It's Rafael Leao measuring up. Leao. And straight at Onana.
Oh, the positives for Milan is they're actually creating a few more chances on target. You hardly get a sniff in the first half, but once again, the finishing is sending it right into the arms of Onana.
Çalhanoğlu. Skriniar will test the gloves of the Milan goalkeeper.
Not a bad effort, especially when it's resistance or a few crosses, none of which have really troubled that Inter back line.
Look out, it's Lautaro Martinez outside of the boot! Drives a dagger into Milan. On the score sheet in last year's Super Copa, Lautaro Martinez has done it again. Inter's number 10 puts the result beyond reach. It's a clinic from Inter against their city rivals.
I cannot believe how easily Lautaro just got by Tomori. I mean, look at this again. The run is onside. Uses his body so well, but how's Tomori allowing Lautaro to get by him that easily? As a defender, especially one that prides himself on being aggressive, surely you have to make that a bit more awkward for Lautaro. Look right here. Just able to twist his way past Tomori, then outside of the foot finish. Great reaction there from Lautaro. That's one way to curl it around Tatarushan without using your left foot. Great control, wonderful balance, but my goodness, this has been one of the worst performances that I can remember from Fikayo Tomori. It's been a disaster from Milan's backline in 2023. It looks like a continuation of that first half from the Lecce game at Via del Mare.
It is a 12th goal of the season for Lautaro Martinez.
4 in his last 5 as well. He's on fire with Inter.
And he's in good company. The first player to score in back-to-back Super Cups since his compatriot Carlos Tevez. All of the threat, all of the danger.